The Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase today was incredible. I went in with zero expectations and I left super excited about what the Switch 2 is going to offer us in the next coming months and next year. But before we start talking about the showcase, I would like to ask you to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this content. I would love to have more Nintendo Switch 2 fans be part of my community, so please just take some time, scroll down to the sub button and press it. But now let's get back to the video and start talking about this awesome Direct. So yesterday I was kind of down. I was really excited for the next Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Donkey Kong has just come out, so I'm like, okay, we need to see some release dates for like Kirby Air Riders, the new Zelda Warriors game. We got to see what Nintendo's cooking, right? And there was all these rumors about Direct coming sometime in July, and turns out it was true, but it was a partner showcase. So it was a bit deflating, and I didn't really have much to say on the matter. I didn't really want to make a predictions video about what I was hoping from this Direct. But I'm glad I didn't, because I went into this Direct with zero expectations. I thought we were just going to see a bunch of the stuff we saw in the previous Direct, where Nintendo showed off a bunch of like third-party games, like the stuff done by like From Software. And this Direct had like barely any repeats of what we've already seen, and it was all new stuff. A lot of ports of games that have already come out, but it's good to see that they're on Switch 2, and it was just filled with exciting things. So let's just get into the Direct, and we can just talk about some of these awesome new games that are coming out. So first off, they come out with a huge announcement for me personally, Monster Hunter Stories 3. I am not a Monster Hunter guy. I've never really played a traditional Monster Hunter, but I have played Monster Hunter Stories 2 on the Switch, and I love that game. It has some like frame rate issues, but the game itself was super fun. I found the gameplay very enjoyable, and I preferred over Gen 8 and Gen 9 of Pokemon. I really had a great time with this game, and if this sequel has the same gameplay as the second game, I am totally sold on this, and I just can't wait till 2026 to play this game. And then they hit me with a freaking another gut punch with a brand new Katamari game. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I love Katamari. As you can see, I'm playing it right now on the screen. I just streamed We Love Katamari like last month. I'm a big fan of this series, and to see a new game being made just brings so much joy to my life. I love that it's coming out in October this year, so we don't have to even wait that long to play this game. I'm very excited. To me, this is probably the most hype announcement of the Direct, which is funny. But to see that Katamari is getting some love just brings a smile to my face. And then afterwards, we got Just Dance 2026. I don't care about that, so we'll just move on. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero was announced. I've wanted to play this game ever since it was announced, but I just haven't bought it yet. I'm a big fan of the Budokai Tenkaichi games. I love the second one. I have it on my Wii. So to see another game in that series come out on Switch 2 gets me very hyped. So that is probably another like instant buy, or I'll probably buy it when it's on sale a little bit, but it's sick. That's very cool. Then we got some stuff I don't care about that much. Maybe you guys care about this stuff. Plants vs. Zombies, I was never a fan, so I guess it's cool that it's coming to Switch too. And then there's some sort of soccer game. I don't play sports games, so completely irrelevant to me. Then we got some awesome stuff. We got Pac-Man World 2 Repack coming out September 26th. I have not played the original Repack game, but I've always wanted to. I really need to get around to playing it. I'm just very happy to see that the sequel is also getting some love. Then we got Final Fantasy Tactics, the ivalice Chronicles, coming out September 30th. And I've only heard good things about this game my whole entire life. So to see get a remake is damn awesome, and I'm sure this game's going to sell really well. And I'm sure if it sells really well, we'll get a sequel. So if you want a new tactics game, buy this. Then we're getting Persona 3 Reload, October 23rd. I really enjoyed my time with Persona 5, but that's the only one I've ever played. So to me, this is very exciting. I would love to pick up this game. So all three of these announcements were pretty hype in my opinion. Then out of nowhere, we got a trailer for Age of Imprisonment. I was hoping we would have got a release date, but we didn't. So we're probably going to have to wait a little longer. But that also tells me that there will be a Nintendo Direct pretty soon. I'm guessing September. They always have September Directs. But it was nice just seeing a little bit of Zelda sprinkled in there. Next, we got a bunch of stuff that I don't give a shit about. We got Madden, we got Chillin by the Fire, Apex Legends, Hela. Hela looks a little cool because you play as a little mouse, but the art style isn't really doing it for me. I don't care about football. Chillin by the Fire looks like a comfy little game with your friends, but I'm not paying for that. And I don't really play competitive shooters, so Apex Legends just went over my head. Then we saw Star Wars Outlaws. It looks rough. It doesn't look that good on the Switch 2, if I'm being honest. I know this game gets a lot of hate. I've never played it, but it doesn't look very good. So cool that it's on the Switch 2, but I don't think it's going to sell very well. Then I saw this game that I've never heard about called Cronos, The New Dawn, and that game looked freaking scary, dude. It looked really cool, and I don't know if I'll play it, but I would love to watch a playthrough of this game because it looks super interesting. I love that they're bringing that sanity meter type of mechanic from Eternal Darkness, where you're going to like start seeing illusions and things that aren't really there. So I think that's going to be really awesome to see in this game. Then we got a new Yakuza title, and I think it's a remake. I've never played Yakuza, but it definitely speaks to me, so this is just cool to have. Then we got a sizzle reel showing off a bunch of like smaller titles coming out. Stuff that I thought was cool was Shinobi, Art of Vengeance is coming to Switch too. There's going to be Hello Kitty DLC. My girlfriend will be very excited for that. And we also saw a bit of Borderlands 4, which is cool. I'm not a Borderlands fan, but I'm happy that this game exists for those who are excited for that series. So some really cool stuff in there. And then Square Enix already was in the direct, right? They showed off Final Fantasy Tactics, and then they hit us with this 1-2 punch with 2 HD 2D video games. We got The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales, which is like this freaking action RPG 2D video game that kind of reminds me of freaking, what's its face? Secret of Mana. And then we also get a new Octopath Traveler game called Octopath Traveler 0, which is going to be like this, I guess, prequel to the series. And that's coming out December 4th of this year. So I'm just like, holy crap, Square Enix, chill out, man. They really stole the show for this direct. I was a little disappointed with The Adventures of Elliot because I thought it was going to be a Chrono Trigger sequel. They were talking about like time and stuff. So I was like, oh my God, are they actually going to like make a new Chrono Trigger? But I'm excited for this game. It looks awesome, and I was just really happy with this direct. There was a lot of things that I'm very excited to buy for my Switch 2 now. I know a lot of these games were on previous consoles or on PC, but I've never played them, so for me, this was great stuff to see. And it really feels like, okay, there are going to be games to fill out the rest of the year. Things were looking a little empty for a while, but I feel like Nintendo's good now. It looks like this year is now fully stacked with games, and we got stuff to look forward to for next year. The only caveat now is I really hope none of the games I want are on game key cards. Because if they are, I'm not buying them. Straight up, I don't want to support that. So if Persona 3 Reload is on a game key card, I'm not buying it, sadly. So I'm hoping all these games come on their cartridges, and I won't need to download anything from the internet. But let me know what you thought about today's direct in the comments below. Did you enjoy it? Did you think it was lackluster? I love hearing about what you think about the topics I discuss, and I would just love to get a message from you. So thanks for watching, everyone, and take care.